Good morning and welcome back to The Infected. Today is day 99. We're just about to hit 100. Summer, August. Yesterday was a scorcher. It ended up being over 100 degrees. In game, I have my cooling shirt on and I had to put my sun resistance hat on because my guy was getting some heat stroke and it was, he was preventing me from being able to get work done. Now, I haven't done a whole lot off camera, more just organizational stuff. I built lights in my storage area over here. Let me just run over and show you since it's real close. I built the extra lights in here. Let me show you what it looks like with them. And that's what it's like, nice and bright in here. I've decided at some point I'm going to put a couple of smaller lights, or I don't remember if there are smaller lights in the game. I'll figure it out. But I need to put some smaller lights in right here. I was thinking about messing around with this to see if there was a way that I could create it so that I had two switches, one over here and then one over there. So no matter which way I came in, I would have the ability to turn the lights on and off. I need to keep these things constantly going. Yeah, you can see I've got wire in my inventory. Let me dump that. I don't have rope, right? No. Dump the wire. I'm going to dump the glass, even though I'm going to need more of it. I'm dumping that. I need to build one of those disposal units. I can't think of what they're called. There, okay. Now my inventory is a lot clearer. I have been building up there, and I'm going to continue to do that today. As a matter of fact, I've made a list of everything that I want to get done. And this is more than what will happen in one day. But today, particularly, I want to start putting something around the elevator. The elevator is self-sufficient the way it is. I just think it would look cooler if I built some kind of frame around it. Also, I'm thinking about expanding the size of that frame. I haven't decided for sure if I'm going to do it, because the one base is big enough to basically do it, but I just think it's such a grand building, monument, structure, that I want to start putting stuff. I want to expand the base. And anyway, it's an idea I had. So we'll see. But for right now, I need to keep these grinders going because I have a tremendous shortage on both steel and iron. Let me show you. Well, I need to cook these, and I won't do it with you. But I've been working with these, trying to keep them full. Not when I'm recording, because it's not something I particularly want to show. Oh, I need to run back and get that other case. I forgot about it. But as far as actually prepared materials, I'm out. I have no more iron at all. I don't even think I've got one in my inventory. Lots of aluminum. Don't need much of it, though. I went through a lot of copper. I've got copper to cook up. And I've got cobalt, but I hardly use any cobalt. I do have some steel, but this is a bulk of it. Let me see. I think we've got some fragments down here, but I forgot how many. Okay, just a few there. None there. I have some aluminum here. I could go in and dig up some more lead so that I could make some more. But really, right now, I either need to loot or I just need to let this thing go. As a matter of fact, let me just take it all. I'll clear that thing out. Yeah, make sure it's still running properly. We'll move you over here. We'll go back in and put my fragments away. Actually, we'll just dump the stone right there. And we will put the fragments away. So all of that explanation is to say that the things that I want to do today are going to be limited on resource. But I want to start off by showing you what I've decided to do around the elevator. I have not actually tried this yet, so we'll be doing it together to see how it works. But I thought it would look cool, glass, if we could drop some glass here. We're going to do it here. We'll do one right there. And we'll do one right there. So I forget how much glass. Okay, so this takes a fair amount of glass. I should have grabbed the steel while I was over there. Am I stuck? Okay. Oh, also, you'll notice that I figured out how to carry more wood logs in here at a time. So I'm doing a little bit better with that. Let me run over here and grab a fair amount of steel, and then we'll build up based on the amount of steel we have. And then once we're done with that, I don't know. I don't actually know if I want to use all my steel. I can't imagine that I would have any other use for it right now, but I had no idea that I would go through as much steel as I did. I went through a crazy amount. Oh, I went over here for glass. Talking and not thinking. All right. We're dropping that in here. Just need to remember that's in here. There. That should be enough. Oh, I'm overweight. Gotta come back for that, because I need it to build up. But I want to do this glass. I think it's a great idea. Oh, screws. I took screws out of my inventory. I forgot to take screws. But fortunately, I have a lot of screws. There we go. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to take more than that. There we go. That's one. I don't know if I can build it through there. That's two. And that's three. Now, from the ground, I think I can build this next one. But I think the rest of them I'm going to have to do through the elevator. I'm going to start off by creating a sidewall panel here. Yeah. Add materials. What am I missing? Oh, more glass. I have not gone through glass in such a long time. I need to start cooking sand. As a matter of fact, when I make the first cut in this video, I think what I'm going to do is just start cooking stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. For right now, anyway. You know, I should just build this extra stair. I didn't want to build it because I didn't plan on keeping it very long. I eventually want to tear all this down. But I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so I want to put a half pane of glass right here. Uh-oh. Is it not going to let me do it on this? Maybe I have to be in it. Okay, let's go up to level 2. There we go. All right. 4. Or F4, really. So it won't let me build on this side. Oh, you know why? I bet it's because I don't have anything built below it. So let me try. Ooh, if I can get over here. This is a tough spot. There. Okay. There. So I've got this one, and this is... I'm trapped. This... All right, crouch. There we go. Okay, so the lesson is I cannot block off this side unless I block off everything. And I don't want to block off the base because that's where I'm coming in. As a matter of fact, I need to destroy the stairs over there. But if I cover up the bottom floor here, I can't get into the elevator. So let's see how it works on the third floor. Wait, did I do this one? I didn't. I don't think I did. No, actually that is F4, full plane of glass. What happens if I lean this way? There we go. Yeah, I could do that. So, I don't... Let's see what it looks like from... Well, yeah, let's see what it looks like on the bottom. And then we'll decide if we want to keep doing that. Why am I so slow? Oh, because I'm crouching still. There we go. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I also considered doing cement. Just cement walls all the way up. And I think that would look good too. But this is a lot of steel. But... You know, it is what it is. Let's see, how much do I have left in my inventory? I've got enough to go up a little bit farther. Let's go up a little bit farther. Okay, so this is what I really want to work on is coming up here. You know what? I just put together, actually, I want a 4 half wall. Oh, no, I want a full one here. So I can do it on the outside. Okay. Let's try moving this thing out. Didn't think that would work. Okay. Let's try this again. Full glass foundation. I thought maybe it would let me do it on... Okay. Nice. So I can do it. There, that works. So I like having this barrier here so you don't fall out. But my problem is going to be once I get up to, what is it, 6th floor? I got a log there that's going to rest in peace forever. I don't want to put glass here. I want to be able to get access to it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to build it up on the sides. And then, but if I don't put a plane of glass right here, I don't know how I'm going to build up here. I need to figure it out. But we'll see. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so let me show you what I got going on. I figured out how I'm going to solve my glass problem, although I'm not going to do it right now. It's going to be something I'm going to work on a little bit in the future. I need to get more steel. I still have some back at my storage area, but not a ton of it. You know, I should be watching the view. Look at this. That is cool. One thing I will never get over is the aesthetics of this game. The dev did a fantastic job with the aesthetics of this game. Now, let me show you what I've got going on. What I've decided that I want to do is I'm going to rebuild all of my power station. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get rid of my solar panels or my wind turbines, but I'm going to build a power station over here that is significantly bigger. I'm also going to make it 2 stories. So on the front, so the solar panels can go on the top, and the wind turbines can go on the bottom. I'm excited about it. I also have this idea I'm toying with about building a dining area, like for if we had people that came over and wanted to eat, maybe turn that little storage thing into a food center. But I will be tearing down the stairs. I don't want to have the stairs over there. I want all access to be through the elevator. So that's where I'm at. I have built this panel, this foundation right here, but what I am concerned about with this foundation, that is sketch. Yeah, I think I'm okay, actually. Was I wanted to make sure the foundation went into the rock and not into the ground, because if it goes into the ground, my concern is that the zombies might attach it. As a matter of fact, I think I might even be able to go over one more and be okay. But we'll see if that works. I have an idea in mind for the layout, but I haven't set 100% down. I also am kind of regretting that I didn't make it out of that new wood type. I thought that would have been cool. Like, I don't think sandstone would have worked really good here, but I do think I could have made it out of well, no, that guy. This hardwood down here. It looks more finished. It looks great. Definitely going to, if I build over there for the for a cafe, I'm definitely going to rebuild that as the wood. It's the other kind of wood, because I think that would make a lot more sense. All right, so I'm only out 1. I need to go out. Let's see, how far was this? This is 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I need to come out at least 3, probably farther than that. So, and I'm not counting my walkway here, and I'm going to put stairs right here. So, so that means I need to come out at least 3 more, or 2 more foundations. There we go. So let's fill this guy up. I did cook some iron. Or I've got some iron cooking too. Okay, is that it? Yeah. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you was that I figured out how to get more logs on here. I fill up a log stand on each side, and then I just put the cart in there, and I carry the cart up. And that way I can carry a fair amount of logs up here at a time. Because if I was just having to do it with the log carrier or just one rack of logs, it was going to take forever. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to move my log stands onto the roof over here, or onto the foundation up here, because I want to see if Mike is able to fill them. I moved Mike off of rocks onto the onto doing planks or log stands again. So he should be working on that. There we go. Now what I want to do, if I've got enough, we'll see. I'm going to work until I run out of, am I out of planks? I am. I didn't fill up as much as I could have because I was worried about having too many, and I didn't end up bringing enough. Oh well, bummer. I see you, Mike. You know, I think I would be one of those annoying guys that stands up at the top of the Empire State Building or something like that and yells down at people. Hey, I see you, buddy. How you doing? Yeah. I don't know if I'd be that guy or not. All right, let's bring you over here. And I'm going to drop you off. And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to... This is supposed to be a little landing area. Because what I found is when I was coming off and I just had this narrow strip, it was just super sketchy and I was moving really slow. Just the fact that I added this little buffer area right here made it feel safer, for lack of a better word. But I'm going to need some railings. And lo and behold, of course, the dev came out with some better ones. Where am I saying? Oh, clicked the wrong one. And I want to do some of these metal ones. Now, I know I was complaining about how little metal I have. I'm a little iron I have, but I think it's totally worth it. So the question is, what color? Like, do we go with this sort of rusty color? I don't know about this guy. Let's try this guy. It's sort of an aluminum shape, aluminum color. I don't know. Let's try the other one, actually. I forgot that it would show you. Okay, so it takes iron. Because it was aluminum color, I wondered if it would take aluminum. I don't know. I'm sitting here staring at, I don't know. Let's try the other one since we can. You know what? I didn't think I would like that one, but I really do. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one. That surprises me how much better I like that one. All right, so this is going to take 4 iron ingots each. So, and to do this side, so that's going to take 16 to do this side. Now, I'm going to put my log stands here and see if Mike is able to fill them or not. Okay. There, I'm going to turn that backwards because I want to enjoy the view. I'm waiting. First floor. And here we go. I'm afraid I'm going to step out too far and land on one of those bars. Because I've done that a couple of times. We end up standing on the bar, then you have to jump back on the top of the elevator and right at the top of the elevator all the way down. There was a bit, a comedy bit, where a guy did this thing where you come in and he talks about riding the elevator and he lists all of the departments, and I could not find that to save my life. I was very curious about it, but I couldn't find it. You know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put more iron in there to cook since I'm taking that out. This guy, I'm going to toss the sand, even though I need sand. Okay. Move this over. Move this over. Okay, so that is enough that I can fill all 3 of my forges. Enough iron that I can fill all 3 of my forges. Yeah, cool. And I can walk. Getting up to 100-pound carrying capacity was huge. All right, here we go. Take that out. Drop this off. I should have dropped those 2 pieces of sand while I was over there. I forgot I had them in my inventory. There we go. We can get all but 2. Then we have to do these things. I've done this cycle a couple of times. Not today. Whoops. I say that and then I fall into the same pattern. Not today, but over the lifetime of the video. Now let me show you where I got. This is what I got so far. And I'm going to empty it all so I can count it properly. And what I got in here. Yeah, that's it. So what did I say? I needed 24, which means I need all of this. And 4 of these. All right, let's do it. When I get back, I need to remember to do the, I need to remember to, come on, Paul, finish the sentence. To put more fuel in my forges. Because they're starting to get a little low. All right, let's put you over here. And I'm going to see if I can relocate you to in... Well, it's not a see if I can. I know I've done it, so it's not really a question. And just so you know, my chickens have been well fed. I've been all over that. I don't want to make that mistake again. There we go. All right, let's go up to the 12th floor. Anyway, as I was saying, there was a bit where a comedian did something about riding the different layers of the elevator and lists everything. I couldn't find it for the life of me. I'm glad I orient. You know what? This really gives you a good perspective of the base. I can't wait to work on those defenses. As a matter of fact, one of the things on my to-do list is to continue to work on the defenses of my base in that area. There we go. All right, let's fill this guy up. Or let's build this guy up, rather. There, nice. Now I can walk up here and feel safe. Boom. Look at that. Yeah, so that should have emptied my inventory. Oh, no. How did I calculate that wrong? What did I do wrong? I did 24, but don't each of these take... They take 4 iron ingots. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 16. Not 24, dummy. Minored in mathematics. Jeez. Oh, well. Everybody makes mistakes. Just some of us choose to put it on YouTube. All right, so that's 4 and 4. So I'll need to come up with 8 more on my way up. Or 8 more on my return. Okay, so I'm slowly working my way out because I'm slightly over on weight, but I just don't want to drop anything because I've got not exactly what I need. I just don't want to mess with it. I figured I could just walk out here slowly. I have figured out that Mike is able to fill up my block carriers up there. Basically, he runs to the backside of the elevator and then they just sort of teleport up there. And you can see that he was filling it up and he ran extras, so he left the logs right here. Anyway, I have figured out how to do the glass. It finally dawned on me. I will show you here on the front, since I've got everything I need. Let's go with inventory, wall, glass. Make sure that I can get the right spot. I wonder if those logs are in the way. Oh, that was interesting. Not quite what I had in mind. Let's try it again. Okay, so I built this, right? I can't get out. I'm stuck. But I can go up to floor 2. Now I have a base for it to build on. Now what I want is to build half wall. Where is it? Here. Because I want the half walls on this side. There we go. And the half wall will let me build on it. Now I just need to go down to the first floor. And delete the piece of glass. There we go. So there, now I've got it set right there, and I can work my way up, which is what I'm going to do. I have enough that I can work my way up, maybe 1 or 2 floors. I've got some more glass back. I've got some more steel back at the base, but ironically, the thing I don't have is glass because I just haven't worked on it. But I wanted to show you, so let's just clean this mess up. I can't pick that up. There we go. So we need to go up to the 3rd floor. As you can see, I've made a little bit of progress, but I quit working on it. What I realized, it was a lot of up and down and up and down and up and down, and I kind of got tired of it. Oh, there's a bird up there. But the one thing that I realized that's going to make this work better is that I just started putting boxes in here, and I can carry a lot of the steel and glass that I need. I did go in and mine out a bunch of lead, and my extractor that's pulling out iron, I emptied that thing. So this is 100% of all of the steel that I have in these boxes, and that's it. So whatever gets done, gets done. Now let me show you what I've been working on as far as this top deck area where I'm going to put power. Got a lot of steel on me right now because I want to put up the rest of the fences. What I was doing was I got out and I would start running. Well, let me wait till I get to the top and I'll show you. There we go. So what I realized is that, I don't remember if I told you this, Mike is filling these. I think I told you that, I'm not sure. But what I realized is I come out here and I feel real safe coming out this direction, and then I would just start running, and it kind of gave me a false sense of security. So I've decided that I'm just going to put the railings on here for the rest of the metal, for the rest of this little overpass right here. And then that way, you know, there's no chance to fall. Or I should say a greatly reduced chance to fall. Because that wouldn't be horrible. I wonder if the chances of me hitting this guy. The problem is I don't want to run down there and get him, and I don't want to shoot if I'm not going to harvest him. So I don't think I'm going to. At some point, I would like to do this. This would be like a huge sniper stand. That must be it. I'm out of steel. Because it's or out of iron ingots. So I've got two more that I need right there. Let me put this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 8 full things here. 8 times 4 is 32, plus 2 more, so 34. I need 34 more iron to do it. Anyway, this is what I got for my power station. I tried a couple of different things. I originally put half walls, but they're still too tall. You couldn't see over them. I want airflow to be coming across here. As you can see, I went ahead and moved all of my wind turbines. So this area is completely free again. I can use it to make it into a cafe or whatever I want to do. These guys are not going to get moved until I move until I build the second level, which is what I want to start right now. However, I need to run down and get more planks. Well, I wonder if I could shoot him in the air. Probably not. I'm not that great of a shot. This has been a cumbersome process, moving all of these back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, but I'm glad to be just about done with it. And I've got the resources I need to finish this up. I didn't actually think that I was going to be able to finish this building up today. But you know, well, part of the reason I spent more time working on it than I probably should have. So, you know, good, bad, or otherwise, it is what it is, and I'm glad to be done with it. So, come on. There we go. Now, this guy I left unbuilt because I wanted to be able to move all of that stuff. Now it's finally done. Now let's go up here, and let's put the rest of our solar panels back in place. Now, the thing that I really like about this setup is that I can hold so much more solar panels. So when it's time to start building solar panels again, I am just going to be killing it. Why did I leave such a big gap in there? I didn't even realize I had. Oh no, it's the same as this one. It gets me every time. It's the center gap between the two panels. I don't know why. That's so goofy. It is what it is, though. Maybe what I should have done, though, is put the railings up behind these things before I put them in place. Oh, well. Because what I'm going to do is do the same type of thing I did below there. Oh, you know what I need is the power box. Shoot. How am I going to get that over here? Because I just built that. I think I'm going to have to tear it down right after I built it. Because I want to move this thing over. And I haven't decided what I'm going to do with the power, with the, okay. It's a weird spot for it, but it's where it's got to go, and I'm not going to make it through there. Let me delete this, and let me rebuild it. Where was that? It was under roof, wasn't it? Actually, foundations, walls, ceiling. There it is. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to grab this guy because he's in a wonky spot. I don't really have a great spot for it yet, but for right now, it's going right there. Let's see what our power output is right now anyway. So I'm not running my lights because it's, of course, daytime. Yeah, doing well. I've got way more batteries than I could possibly ever need. So let's see. I'm going to start by building some of these half planks and put them in the corners. There we go. Because I don't see the reason. You know what? Actually, I'm going to build these full planks right here. Let's see. How many bases is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's do it like that. I can't put one in the middle because I didn't build with even numbers. All right, where did I put it? There. And then on this side, I think that was it. Let's double check. Yeah, that's right. Now these take logs. I don't have, I mean, they're right down there. I'll get them in a second. But what I want to do is drop the rest of my ghost images down. Just had this roof. That's rails, not roof. There we go. Got a little excited and hit it too quickly. Now I'm going to build up full walls over there. I'm not going to build half walls right there. I don't recall if I said that or not. There we go. And one more. Okay, let's delete this guy that I did by mistake, and let's start filling them in. It's nice when they're just planks because they go so quick. All right, let's run and get the logs. Let's see, how many planks do I have? Not too many. I'm gonna have to get more in order to build the ceiling, but I might do that. This is getting to be a bit of a long video, so I may build the rest of this, you know, afterwards, because I also need to figure out when I say build the rest of it, what I mean is build this area around here. I'm thinking about just making it an insulated area and maybe even putting the batteries in here somewhere. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I do know this, that I like the new building. I like, oops, have logs. I like the new building. I like how much bigger it is. And I like the way it looks. So, whoa, that scared the bejeebies out of me. Oh, man. I got to figure that out. Anyway, that's where it is. This is where I'm going to end the video because it's getting long enough and I need to do something else. So this is my new power station and I like it. Next video, what am I going to do? I have no idea. I haven't thought that far in advance. Plus, the way this dev puts out updates, it's hard to say. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a good day and game on.